Welcome to Divorce Court. The plaintiff, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who also should be a defendant, claims that Nick Fuentes is a hateful, racist young man who is incredibly ill-informed and she wants a divorce. Nick Fuentes counterclaims that Marjorie Taylor Greene is an adulterous, weak, attention-thirsty individual who melts every time the swastikas come out. These two have agreed to settle their case here in Divorce Court, with the Honorable Judge Pingu presiding.
All right, everybody, welcome to my courtroom. Nick, you're attending via monitor because you're a piece of shit and I don't want you stinking up my court. Marjorie, I'd say you're a piece of shit too, but every time you open your mouth, a slithering turd comes out. So that just adds to the stench. So you two are attending via monitor so that my courtroom doesn't smell like a manure pile. So, Marjorie, let's get down to business. Why do you want a divorce from Nick?
People in this country has no clue who Nick Fuentes is. And if they heard his statements that he makes, they would want nothing to do with him. He sounds like a very immature young man saying hateful things about people. And using a people group, talking about people he doesn't like by an entire people group, which is horrible. Why would he ever do that? And then also saying, "Oh, I'm not racist," or "I'm not these things." Yeah, you are if you talk that way, because that's how you sound.
Okay, but you and he have been a thing since the start of Vladimir Putin's bloody, illegal, immoral, and disgusting invasion of Ukraine. And, you know, you've been hanging around with him for the past 10 months or so, at least. And I know it's more. So, you know, here's the clip.
We are honored, we are humbled and excited to welcome to the stage right now for our first speech, and we love to get to know her much better. I think this is going to be the beginning of something great. The representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Here's what Nick Fuentes said before he introduced you. Why would you hang around with someone who divided people into groups and said those horrible things? And praised a Russian dictator.
And I look at China and I look at Russia. Can we give a round of applause for Russia? Yes. And now they're going on about Russia and Vladimir Putin is Hitler, and they say that's not a good thing. And I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. But what other way is there to say it? Of course we know that's a terrible comparison.
So, Marjorie, what do you have to say for yourself? You hung out with that.
And I don't know why Kanye West would align himself with that. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, because the reality is, why would anyone want to follow or hang out with someone that condemns an entire group of people constantly?
A week ago, Milo was saying, "Oh, Marjorie is texting me. She wants to come out to the Yay 24 office and visit." And in the back of my head, I said, you know what? I said, she is the thirstiest,
Shush up. You'll get your turn, you piece of shit. All right, Marjorie, continue to show us you don't have any shred of integrity.
And I asked a buddy of mine this question the other day. I said, has she ever done anything that shows good character in her entire life?
No, probably not, but shush up, you piece of shit, or I'll hold you in contempt.
He knows nothing. What has he ever done in his life? What government position, or when has he ever been elected? Really, how is he so all in the know about all these things that he talks about? Because he knows nothing more than anyone else that can sit there on the internet and Google things and look up information, whether it's real or not, and then talk about it on a podcast or on some social media site. But that's what I'm seeing, and I think it's sad.
Marjorie, would you mind sharing with us what you believe about cheeseburgers and Bill Gates?
You have to accept it, everyone. You have to accept the fact that the government totally wants to provide surveillance on every part of your life. They want to know when you're eating. They want to know if you're eating a cheeseburger, which is very bad because Bill Gates wants you to eat his fake meat that grows in a Peachtree dish. So you'll probably get a little zap inside your body and that's saying, no, don't eat a real cheeseburger. You need to eat the fake burger, the fake meat from Bill Gates. They probably also want to know when you go to the bathroom and if your bowel movements are on time or consistent. I mean, what else do these people want to know?
Okay, after that turd just slithered out of her mouth, speaking of slithering turds, Nick, why do you want a separation from you and this lizard person?
I said she is the thirstiest, And predictably, when it was cool, she was about it. When it was cool, she was going to race over to LA to get to the office to appear cool and get attention. And then when the pressure got too hot, then she fled back. Oh, never mind. Now I don't want to go. Now I denounce Nick Fuentes. And it's like, okay. So again, when it was the hottest thing in the world, she would do anything to be a part of it. But then the second that it got a little bit uncomfortable, when, the swastikas came out, then she goes, oh, well, not even before the swastikas came out. Then she goes, oh, actually, I denounce. And it's just so predictable.
Well, she is a slithering turd, but again, so are you. So why should I grant this separation?
She's just weak. She'll go and say something edgy to get attention. And then when the pressure comes, she buckles. She's going to be a MAGA mom and QAnon and all that. And then the second that Kevin McCarthy reprimands her and she loses her committee, she goes and apologizes. And she's going to say, oh, the COVID is like the Holocaust. Oh, so edgy. Wow. Drink up all that attention. Here's the attention you ordered. And then the second it gets too hot, she, oh, I'm sorry. I went to a Holocaust museum and And it's like, so I'm over her. It's like, and by the way, she wants to be the face of Christian nationalism. She's divorced. She's divorced and she's actively an adulterer.
And Marjorie, how are you handling the divorce? I can understand that barfing out slithering turds every time you open your mouth was kind of a put off for your husband. So how are you handling things?
By the way, you can pick up a butt plug or a dildo at Target and CVS nowadays.
All right, glad to see you're coping, but both of you are real pieces of shit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue my ruling. Both of you have been sentenced to be permanently marred by each other's stench. And you just got to live with each other because, quite simply put, I hate the both of you. And I'm sure the feeling is mutual. And I'm done. All right, everybody, this case is over. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want more. And thank you for your time.